Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
झिलमिल ख्यालों में अब थोड़ा मुझको ह्यूमरस होने दे। तू रह जा दिल के पास पास, आंखें बंद कर ले सांस सांस, छोटी सी है जिंदगी ये क्यों बैठी है तू उदास।
Tell us something about how you've managed to, survive these 100+ days inside the lockdown.
It has been difficult these few months, and I think it's the same for everyone all over the globe. Things started getting worse all over the world, and I started getting bored. And I was thinking that I work for films, and all the film work stopped. I do live concerts, and all my gigs got cancelled, and they got cancelled indefinitely. So it's been 4 months since I've been on stage. Last I've been on stage in February or March, that period. So it's a very, very weird situation. But I tried to spend a lot of time with my books, my writing, creating music, and try to keep myself busy. And it has been a productive period for me. I've written around 20-25 songs during this period. And one such song is Aisi Raaton, which
there is a sense of a lot of connection, and we can resonate with the song a lot. How tell us, take us through the making of the process of the making of the song.
When at first the melody had come to me, and I was thinking I write in Bengali as well as in Hindi and in English too. So I was wondering कि मैं लिखूं कौन सा language में. And then I thought, why don't I do a Hindi song? Because it's been a long time. People have heard from me. All the film work that was supposed to happen, those are definitely not coming out in 2020. So this year will be dry. So why don't I do an independent Hindi single? Song it's a romantic song about a couple trapped inside their house during this lockdown period. They don't know actually that maybe there's a distance that's growing between them, because they're maybe one of them is depressed, one of them is not feeling right, and he or she does not want to communicate, and that's creating some confusion and this is actually all because of the boredom that's creeping inside all of us during this period. It's about a couple, so the partner can definitely help in this case, and he or she can definitely do something which can help the other person. So in this case, in this particular song, in the video, we have shown the guy picks up his guitar and plays a song for the girl, and maybe that cheers her up. Like simple things in life which can actually do magic in such difficult conditions.
So many musicians, and especially folk and indie artists, depend on live concerts, and
yes,
it's this whole new normal that we're talking about with digitalization and live, virtual concerts. It doesn't give, even as a consumer, if I talk about the experience, it will not give me that experience of going and listening to your favorite artists live. How do you see the revival coming along in the few months?
This is a very difficult time for musicians, like most other people, but musicians actually depend on live performances, and we need people to fill up the auditoriums. Otherwise, there's no point performing. We need people in front of us, and if the stages are not there, then it is not only about the person who's singing or playing. It's an entire industry. The person who puts the lights together, the person who puts the sound together. So it's a chain of people that are working, and this entire industry has taken a big hit, and it will be one of the last things to recover. Online performances are cannot substitute actual live performances. It's very difficult for upcoming artists who were hoping that their one song which was pitched for a film was supposed to get released. So the newcomers, the people looking forward to 2020 are the people who are hit the most. And staying relevant for for established artists, as I said, it is not a big deal. They will always remain established.
What was the first song that you performed live?
Can I go back to my school days or?
Of course. I mean, a live performance can be even at in your living room in your house.
So the first time I went up on stage was when I was in school, and it was a Teachers' Day. It was Teachers' Day, and I performed a typical Bangla Robindra Sangeet, a song by Tagore. So that was my first ever stage performance.
That one song that was completely out of your comfort zone or your style.
This was done for Pari actually. So there was a song that I had to compose. The song is called Tere Hi Zikr and Meri Khamoshi Hai. That was a kind of it's a popish ghazal. Like it's not a full-fledged ghazal, but it was semi-ghazalish. So that's out of my comfort zone totally. But I enjoyed doing it, and it was difficult for me also.
One Bollywood song that got you an unexpectedly good response.
My debut was with Piku, and Piku's Journey song, when it first came out, it got such a warm response. People just loved it. So I think yes, that was the biggest moment and biggest break that I could have ever got in Hindi film music.
Song which was most rewarding for you, and with rewards I mean I don't mean you got awards, acknowledgement of fame, success, money, but personally very rewarding for you.
Bezuba is one song from Piku which really got people's attention, and I keep performing that song whenever I'm on stage. It's a part of our set list. People just love the song, and 2-3 years later I got an opportunity to work in a film called October, and in that film I had just one song which was composed by me, and it was sung by Rahat Fateh Ali Khan. So it was a big opportunity and exposure for me when I got Rahat Sahab to sing a song for me, and it means a lot to me because I am such a big fan of Rahat Sahab.